Okay, Ramblers, let's get rambling.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Dr. Nick.
It is sick, some dumb guy here, so apologies if my voice is going all wonky. I am ill, and it's no fun. It's not bad, but it's no fun. Belated episode of SumDumWatch number 73 here. I tried recording this Sunday night. Today is Thursday. And my phone done run out of battery, or out of memory, excuse me, about 5 minutes into recording, and it just like, that's it. Okay. Then I deleted that. And it's okay, now I'm stuck. So I'm in on this mad scramble to put together, edit, and publish. Hasn't released yet, or premiered yet. Episode 14 of Some Dumb RV Living. Wrapping up a very big, long-term thing I've been working on. The raw footage was probably well over an hour before I edited it down, so it took up a sizable chunk of memory before I could even get that uploaded because I didn't have room for it. I had to go through and put together a collection of some dumb wildlife videos that I'd had stockpiled on my phone. Little babies, the possums. I still haven't filtered through all those yet. So I got a certain number of those out, scheduled for publication, to make room for me being able to upload or to save on my phone the completed episode of Some Dumb RV Living. Now I have that scheduled, so now I was able to delete all that raw footage. And now I'm here, finally, after all these days, it's now Thursday, to talk about some watched stuff. As always, Some Dumb Watch is my weekly series, usually, chronicling what I watch from my physical media home library, as well as my theatrical viewings I attend. This episode covers the week of February 16th through February 22nd. Shall we start with theatricals this time? I say yes. This was an unusual film for me. I had to rush to get out this because there was only one day left of local showtimes, and working on that other project, I was really scrambling. I went to a Tuesday at 10:20 p.m. showtime, and I made sure I had plenty of caffeine, because I can often pass out before that time at home. I'm in the movie theater trying to watch a movie that's over 2 hours long. It's not going to start until 10:30, 10:45. Didn't get home till like 1:30 in the morning. Yeah, that was rough. So, and unfortunately, I don't feel like it was worth the trip, at least not that hour. But what we got here is these stupid new freaking stubs. I hate this. It says Market Pliers, YouTube guy, Iron Lung. Very weird movie. Very confusing movie. I never saw a trailer for it. I read a brief synopsis. And the coworkers that I saw it with were as equally confused as I was until they did some homework after the fact. And that's not how you should make a movie. A movie has to stand on its own. I don't care if it's an adaptation of a video game. It has to have its own self-contained narrative so people who are not previously familiar with your stuff can watch, absorb, understand, and enjoy. It was creative. The lead actor did, I think, a great job with his performance. It probably conveyed the tone of the claustrophobic nature of the environment properly. But was I entertained by it? No. I'd have no regrets of seeing this in the theater had I just taken a couple hours of my day and watched it, because I sacrificed sleep. I'm a little cranky about Mr. Market Pliers movie and him in general. Next up, I guess I should have started with this because it's actually the day before. I'm out of order. This was a Monday showtime, 7 p.m. I had to travel for this one because my local theaters decided not to participate, which was very strange. But I went in for the 40th Take two. I went in for the 40th anniversary re-release of Pretty in Pink. Also not a big fan of these ticket stubs, but at least they're small. I've never been the biggest fan of Pretty in Pink. I think it's well performed. I think it has its qualities. But I think it's also a film without a plot. It is a series of events that skirt around without any kind of depth to them. I don't think it gives enough background on the characters. I don't think it gives enough motivation on the part, particularly of Blaine's character. I think his switch back and forth, and for those who've seen it, you know what I'm talking about, in regards to Andy, I think they're poorly executed without enough context. That has always bothered me. I was hoping a theatrical viewing might improve my perception of it. A friend of mine, it's one of her favorite movies, and she really wanted to see it. Had never seen it in the theater. I had never seen it in the theater. So I said, you know what? Let's go. And I took her. It was good. She loved it. I don't hate it. I don't love it. Okay, moving on to the physicals. Continuing on with my Superman 80th anniversary animated film collection, which is weird because I don't know why they call it that, because none of these animated films are probably more than 15 years old. So it's kind of weird to have a collection of animated films over maybe the last 10, 15 years and put them in an 80th anniversary DC Animated Universe collection. Strange, but I watched for the most recent one. It is, I can't see it backwards. Haha, Superman, Batman, Public Enemies. A film that I will say was really well animated, cool concept, not executed particularly well. I've been watching a lot of these going to bed, and every single one of them has taken me nights, plural, to get through. And that's no fun. It is what it is. I'm not regretting any of them, other than I did not like the All-Star Superman is the one I think I watched before, and I complained about that one. But yeah, it's a weird collection. It was cheap. Sad note. I decided that I would do my own little thing to honor the passing of screen legend Robert Duvall, quality actor, and for all accounts a solid human being. And interestingly, the best thing that I own and could come up with to celebrate him is probably also equally the most tragic, and that is Lonesome Dove. I've been a huge fan of this miniseries since I saw it about 25, 26 years ago. Read the novel around the same time, can't recall which came first. But absolutely love it. And it's just, you know, the nature of the storyline. You know, no spoilers, but an absolute epic Western, even as made for TV as it is. Highest possible recommendation if you can handle a more realistic, brutal take on Western life. This cast: Robert Duvall, Tommy Lee Jones, Danny Glover, Diane Lane, Robert Ulrich. You've got also Angelica Houston. You've got Steve Buscemi, D.B. Sweeney, Rick Schroeder, Chris Cooper. Just a phenomenal cast. Interesting thing, I was always of the impression that this was older. I, in my head, had 84 as the year set in my head, but this thing is marked at 1989. That puts this post Lethal Weapon, and maybe Lethal Weapon 2. And it is strange to me how Danny Glover comes across as so much younger to me than he did in Lethal Weapon, which would have been 2 years prior to this. So I know he's presented an opening film as like his 50th birthday, so they must have done some things to age him up, some put in some of the grays and things like that, which obviously was there. But it led to an interesting perspective for me. It confused me a little bit. You know, I did only watch the first half this week. It's 6 hours long, so I didn't get through the entirety of it. So guess what? It'll be featured in the next episode as well. Television, we have, of course, plugging through a couple episodes of Star Trek Enterprise Season 2 from my Blu-ray set. I don't see this set, this specific set listed. There's other sets with different artwork I see. I think I imported this one. I got this from Amazon UK. But there's no Britishness about this. It doesn't, you know, it doesn't have any of the funky foreign symbologies or whatever you want to call them on the packaging, on the slip cover at all. It's weird. I think they might actually have an old card that went over when I got it. I have to look and see if that's the case and if I still have it, if it's got anything on there, but whatever. Always loving that one. And then this is kind of a fail on my part, and it's going to take a second attempt. But I finally, recently got, and decided it's time to re-explore. I got this is season 7 of Outlander. I hadn't started it yet since I got it in like October-ish, I think. 2 things happened. 1, I fell asleep less than halfway through. And 2, I was largely lost because it's probably been about a year since I completed season 6, and I didn't go in for any kind of refresher or anything. So I've decided before I reattempt a second watch, with the first episode, that I will go and at the very least rewatch the season finale of season 6. Season 8 is coming soon. They're already advertising it. So that'll be the last season apparently. So I'm in no rush because if they're not even airing that yet, then it's going to be how fast they put it out on disc after the last episode, and then consequently how long it takes them to bring the price down from peak to these things come out, and then you know, there's $40 some odd most of the time. It takes a bit to come down into the mid-20s or so. That is all, I think, for this episode. What say you of my choices? Anyway, what do you think? What had you yourselves watched, either physically or theatrically? I don't really care about the digitally or the screening. You can share if you like. But we're here to celebrate, right? The physicality, the libraries, and the theatrical experiences. Because that's what we're all about here. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for putting up with what I'm feeling in my throat right now. I have a couple boxes here. I'm probably going to immediately after edit and post, I'm going to dive into an unboxing video because there's something in here I want to watch tonight with dinner. And I don't want to pull it out and open it and start watching it until I unbox it. And it's a brand new release. So I will do that. And I thank you for watching this, and I hope you will watch that. And if so, I thank you for both. Word box it below for all the stuff and the things. And I shall see you later Bye-bye. Good night. I'm going to make like a tree and get out of here.
Alan,